Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a final hot take of the evening. Got to do some more on Antifa. Um, let's see if I can do this. Hold on, I gotta get it set up. Okay, I get this. Okay, and this. This is Antifa. One of their guys lighting themselves on fire. All right, ready? Couldn't hear the boing. Let me do that again. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. All right. So we're playing it, and then, yeah, it's the cartoon sound effect. It's an Antifa blooper today. Um, but there was another Antifa blooper. If I can find it. Oh my gosh, I've got too many links open. Oh, okay. As reported by the Gateway Pundit. Oh, Joan, you're killing me. Sit here. Sit here and just watch. I know. You don't like communists. We all know. Nobody likes them. Okay? Here, go to sleep. Um, so this is the Gateway Pundit. Breaking. Antifa terrorist who threw bomb at federal agents in Portland identified by his grandmother. Yes, absolutely true. And here is the bomb he threw. Big explosion, right? I mean, that's a pretty big explosion. Uh, yeah, he was identified as, I can't find his link now. I had a picture of him. Let's see. Oh, there, here he is. Yeah, this is him. See, he's got, this is the guy who was arrested, I should say. He was identified by his vest, because his grandmother reviewed the vest, and this picture was up. And this also apparently is the same Antifa member who held the shield to protect the naked protester in the beginning of the naked protest, if you saw that footage. And they were shooting pepper balls. I guess they were shooting them in her direction. I don't think they were targeting her because she was naked and that would have been mean, but maybe. I mean, these guys do some damage. This is one of Andy No's tweets. This is a guy they arrested and they identified him in the mob, and then the mob went in and smashed the place up. And I guess he's in big trouble now. It says Edward Thomas Schling, 32, has been charged by federal authorities, allegedly setting fire to the Justice Center on May 29th, the first night of the Antifa BLM rioting in Portland. He was allegedly filmed being part of the mob who stormed the building, and he didn't wear the black bloc. Wah wah. That's why you're under arrest, I guess. And there's just so much more from Andy No. He just covers this thing nonstop. So many tweets. See, that's what I told you guys. The government's all over these tweets. They're all over them. They have you. They're tracking you. And they can track your phones, dummies. Yeah, okay, so you go out without your phones. I guess that's some protection. But, and there's just so many people here. So many people have been arrested. It's just ridiculous. Now, the latest rumor is they're saying a white supremacist started the AutoZone fire in Minneapolis towards the beginning of the riot. But I would say two things to that. Number one, the riot had already started. So to focus on the AutoZone as setting it off is a big stretch, in my opinion. But number two, they call everybody white supremacists. So, again, you've kind of undone your own deal there, leftist. If you had actually applied the adjective correctly, you might not have people rolling their eyes because you call everything's racist. I mean, I just did a piece last night on, an article about surfing being racist. Everything's racist to you people. So this intersectional feminist stuff is just going to die. It's just going to die out. It's just not going to be trendy anymore. It's just going to be stupid. It's already dying out. It's not that popular. You got to understand what's cool. What's cool is defying the cops and defying authority. What's not cool is getting caught. What's the cool kids like the looting part. They don't like the part where they go to jail. They don't like the part where they have to fight the cops every night. The guys who are mostly in that mob of people aren't dedicated enough to do your bidding. They're going to scatter like rats when they finally get the word, ooh, crap, they're throwing people in federal prison. They will. And in fact, most of the criminals are probably out by now. They probably hang out on the fringes waiting for an opportunity, but they probably don't go anywhere near the courthouse. They probably sit around on the street waiting for an opportunity because there's so much chaos, but there's no point in going to the federal courthouse. What are you, nuts? That's where everybody is. That's where the most heat is. You don't want to go there. You go commit crimes in the rest of the city. So, at some point, the government is going to either be forced to take the city back. I mean, imagine if Trump loses a court decision and has to leave the city. Wheeler would have to take back control. He'd have to cut the cops loose. They would round up everybody who's committing crimes again, which is what they should be doing, by the way. Instead of sort of protecting people, kinda, if they pass a political test. I think Wheeler's going to be sued at some point. Somebody should sue him because, quite frankly, I think he's abandoned his post as the mayor. I believe it's his responsibility to protect the city, and I believe he's the head of the police. He's not the police chief, but there's some other term for it. There is a police chief position. I think he's the head of the police bureau or something, so he runs the cops and the city. I think he's got a lot of responsibility, and he's going to be in big trouble. But we'll see. We'll see. But what I do know is, man, I'm glad I do not live in Portland.